What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to 2024. Let's get it. I got my Fresca. Every time I take a sip of Fresca, I get a new listing. Or an angel gets its wings, one of the two. Hope you guys are doing super well. Let us know where you're from, where you're at in the comments. Man, we already got us a crowd here. Good to see you. Thanks for taking time out of your day. This is December 1st, and you need to treat this like January 1st. Right now is your new year. If you're a real estate agent, really, it's a couple months ago, but let's start it right now. This is it. December 1st is January 1st from now on. There is no new year. We're real estate agents, guys. Now, good to see you. Hope you're doing super well. I sent out the workbook and through a Canva link, and that kind of maxed out pretty quickly. So if you don't have the workbook downloaded, so you can follow along with us here to plan out your 2024, what you're gonna do, I put a link in the description there, joinricky.com. Let me pin that at the top here for you guys, so you can get straight to the link. What you're going to do, this is going to be the new platform, joinricky.com. I'll actually point 0 to diamond to this new platform. This is going to be our new training platform. Let me pin this comment at the top so you guys can, and I'll show you where you can go to download the PDF if you don't have the workbook. Let's see, join the new platform. Joinricky.com. There you go. Let's see. I'm going to pin that. All right. So that should be pinned at the top there. So you can go right there. And then let me go here and I'll show you. So once you go in there and create an account, it's going to be right here. You're going to see this. So this is literally what I wanted 0 to diamond to turn into. Okay, a social media platform with all the training and everything right there. Okay, so that's what this is. This is a much better platform to do this on. So I want everybody to go here. And if you're looking for the business planning worksheet, all you have to do is go right here to business planning. All right, you can go to business planning right there. And then the first module right here, download Ricky's 2024 business plan. You'll just click that. And then it says here, find and download the 2024 business plan using the folder icon above. So there's a folder icon here. You just click that, and there's the workbook for you to download. All right, so the reason why this is kind of blank is because I'm going to take the recording of this and put it in this module for you guys, and then I'll add all the links and everything underneath. So everything will be right here for you. Okay, but this is where you're going to find the worksheet, if the workbook, if you did not get to download it before it maxed out on Canva. All right, let's see. Yeah, 0 to diamond is no longer working, so that's an announcement, and we're moving over to this platform here. And I'm in the middle of creating a landing page for 0 to diamond.com that will just transfer everyone to this new platform. Okay, yeah, everybody's been hitting me up about 0 to diamond not working and stuff. It's okay. We're good, guys. All right. So just letting some time go by for some more people to log in, let you guys get the workbook. That way you guys can follow along as we map out our 2024. You need to be so excited about 2024. It's not even funny. Let me show you why. Let me get into this. So this is why I'm excited right here. Okay. And this is just pure data. A lot of people want to talk smack about the real estate market and all this and that and rates and all that stuff. But look at what happens every single year, right? Even in 2023, here, the blue line, it's lower than the rest of the years here, but we're catching up. You see right here, we're catching up to 2022. 2022 was a down year as well. So that's nothing to brag about. but we're not going lower. We're right there with it. But look what happened in 2022. Of course, rates were still low at the beginning of 2022. This was 21, the orange. But look at 23. Even though rates were higher and it was a weird year, guess what happened? The same trend happened. Starts out low and then it just spikes up. And so when this spike happens is normally in the first to second week of January is when we see pending deals start to spike. And so what I want you to realize is that around the first of the year is when people start looking at homes. It's when they start looking at homes around the first of the year. That's when people start, the searches for homes for sale start to spike. You start to get calls, your phone starts to ring. People want to see properties. People want to list properties. Stuff is happening after the first of the year. This is national numbers. Okay, so you can dig into your local market and look and see what these numbers look like on a more local level. I'm speaking nationally. Okay, so that's a broad, that's a broad statement here talking about these numbers. Dig into your local numbers and look at what you got locally and look at what the trends are. When we look at this nationally, this spikes first, second week of January. Okay, then what do we see? Well, because people start searching for homes January 1st, they go under contract a week or two later after looking at a couple homes. Then what happens? 30 days later. 30 days later, what do we got? Home sale spikes. So you see how it's going down with home sales and then it spikes at about the same time every year. It's like the first or second week of February. Okay, that first or second week of February is not a coincidence because pending deals spiked the first or second week of January. So naturally, 30 days later is when those deals close and the market does like this in terms of number of transactions. This happened every year, regardless of market rates, prices, concerns, GDP, presidents, doesn't matter. Every year, we're going to see these same, trends with the market. So just show them to you again so you can get a good visual here, right? Here's pending deals every year. Even you go back to 2020 before the pandemic. Let's add 20 in there. Same thing. It was down a little and then it started to spike. Same thing. Homes sold. Same thing. Down a little, spike. And look at this. 2020, before the pandemic, it was actually down lower than it was even last year. We weren't even back to pre-pandemic levels last year. In 2022, of course, rates were still low until about March. 2023 was lower than the pandemic year, pre-pandemic. But guys, what I'm getting at here and what I want you to understand about what I'm saying is that January is going to spike activity, deals, listings, all the above. And I want you to be prepared for this. How do you prepare for this? Well, December is going to be your month. So we just went through one full work week because Thanksgiving was last week. And listen, a lot of people are going to watch this video over the next year. So if you're watching this after January 1st and after December, this still applies to you because of what? December comes back around every year. Like it comes around every single year. And it's the same stuff. And so this week we had a full work week that you could have taken advantage of. I don't know if you did or not. I hope you treated it like it was life or death, and you time blocked your prospecting times and activities and your marketing, and you're making your videos and doing your weekly email and all the stuff. I hope you're taking it very serious right now because now we've got 3 more full work weeks with no holidays, which means no excuses, nothing. You got 3 full work weeks starting Monday, and then Christmas is that following week. All right, so here's what I want. I want you to take these next 3 weeks and go all in on everything. All right. And so I'm going to do a 30 listing, not a 30 listing challenge, a 30-day listing challenge. And this is what we're going to do every single month. We're going to have leaderboard. We're going to track everybody's stuff. We're going to post all our stuff on the Goldbar platform. All right. So let me keep diving in here. All right. Let's see what we got. So this is where the market is, and I hope you understand that if you go all in to expand the influence in your market, your database, people to know who you are over the next 3-4 weeks, do everything you do to pick up as many listings as you can, get as many people into your database as humanly possible, then when the market spikes in January, your business is going to blow up. You're going to have so many people doing stuff. You're going to be so busy. And guess what? Even if you don't do anything between now and then, you're still going to be busy, not as busy, but you're going to look back and say, man, I wish I would have taken advantage of that slow moment in December, because now I'm too busy to make calls, to expand my influence, to talk to new people, to grow my database. You're not going to have time to do it, guys. You have to take advantage of the cycles of the market, the yearly cycles, the decade cycles. Right now, we're in the down part of the decade cycle, and we're in the slow moment of the yearly cycle. This is like God's gift to you to go out and expand your influence while it's a little slower. And some of you are still busy. I talk to agents all the time that are still really busy right now. So it's a hit or miss, but for the most part, people are slow. Don't slow down with the market. Speed up right now. Work even harder right now, because in January, it's all just going to fall in your lap, and you're just going to be working like servicing deals, and it's all going to be easy. But right now is the moment that we're going to find out, do you actually want to make a meal next year? Do you want to make a half a meal? What is it that you want to make? And right now, for the next 3 weeks, we're going to find out, do you actually willing to put in the work to do it? So we're going to map out our 2024, what we want to net, how many transactions we're going to have to get to hit that net, what our expenses are going to be, how many listings we have to take, how many appointments we have to go on, how many appointments we have to set, how many phone calls we need to make. We're going to map all that out today, and we're going to put together our daily routine. Hold on, let me get a listing real quick. That was a double listing. All right, so let's see. Okay, so the first thing is I want you guys to know this, which you've already figured out, is that Zero to Diamond has, partnered with this Goldbar platform. Me and my buddy Juan, we've put this together, and this is it. This is where we want to be. This platform is everything I wanted the Zero to Diamond platform to be, and it actually works really well. And it's just a great community. He's already built, a community. There's already 1,000 agents there throwing referrals back and forth, the whole 9 yards. So the first announcement with Goldbar is that we have this Goldbar live event in New York. This is February 29th. Now, this is not a joke. We have Ryan Serhant. We've got 20 billion in career sales, 8 million social following, 20 million weekly impressions. And Ryan Serhant is our keynote. We have another keynote that's just as big as Ryan that we will be announcing in 8 days. All right. This is going to be right on Times Square, and there's going to be 1,000+ agents at this event. This is going to be an event you want to go to. And we're going to do these Goldbar live events once a year. So, if you're interested in being part of our community, this is it. This is where we're going to get together. And we're also going to do a vacation once a year with all the silver members on the Goldbar platform. But yeah, this is it. So we're announcing this. And then on the Goldbar platform, you have all this stuff. So you've got the news feed, right? This is where, you can, hit all your stuff. This is where you're going to announce yourself. Introduce yourself, I mean. Right here, we have our in-person events. So I'm going to be posting all of my speaking engagements here, which I've got 3 in New York already for next year. I've got LA. I'm working on one in Portland, Cabo. I've already got some stuff, and I'm going to post all the events here. This is where the events are going to be. Referrals and deals. If you got a referral, you need a buyer, you need a seller somewhere, you need to send, somebody out of state, whatever. Right here, referrals and deals. You're going to have my weekly email stuff is going to be here. This is going to be the regular stuff that most of you guys have seen, but I'm going to post all my weekly emails right here. I'm going to continue to post those here. All right. And then you've got my phone scripts, a little video of me talking about it. And then right here, you can download all the phone scripts. that you always could download. Then you got the business planning. I'm going to post the replay of this video here for you guys to go through and follow along the workbook. All this will be here. This is for our bronze members. Then we got the silver members. Silver members, we're doing the 30-day listing challenge. We have, let me get right here. Bam, bam. All right, the 30-day listing challenge, we have it mapped out. Step 1, 2, 3, create your buyer's list, export the data, write the letters, daily routine, follow-up calls, conversion, when they call you on the letters, everything. We're going to walk you through the whole thing. Listing presentation and tools. I'm going to be doing weekly coaching calls. The first one is Monday at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do a group call every week right here. You can ask questions here. You're going to post your progress here, right? And then here we're going to have the leaderboard where every month we're going to keep up with everybody in the group, how many listings they have, etc. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And so to be a silver member, it's $99 a month. Okay, you guys can go right here and do that. So we're doing a call every week, and we're pushing to get listings, and we're also creating a community because everybody that's part of the silver membership, right? We've got the 8-step training program, the weekly coaching call, the listing presentations, ask questions, post membership, but you're going to get a once-a-year vacation invite. Everybody that's part of that community, we'll want to get together outside of the Goldbar Live we'll do every year. We want to get together in Cabo or Cozumel or somewhere in the Caribbean or something and have like a 3-day deal where we all get together in person and really create something special. You're also going to get first dibs on investment opportunities, etc. All right. Now, let me take this down. Let me get to my workbook, and we're going to get through that. Boom. Yes. All right. Here we go. Let me open that up a little more. There we go. Okay. Sweet. So this is it right here. 2024 business planning for real estate agents. If you need to download this, you can go to joinricky.com. The link's right there pinned. Go to the business planning session. You can download it right there. All right. Cool. Let's dive in here. Now, before we start, I just want you to know, if you hadn't been following me for a while, I need to do like a, reintroduce myself kind of video, because a lot of new subscribers and followers probably don't really, haven't heard my full story. So I'm probably going to do that in the next week or so. But I've been an agent since 2002, right? And regardless of where you are, I've been there. I was telling an agent the other day, he said that he was about to have to, he might have to go back to his job and stuff like that. He lost 7 deals and he was feeling kind of defeated and everything. And I was like, bro, it's been a long time, but I just want you to know, when I went through 2005 and went, back to roofing as I was losing deals. And then I went back to roofing and then had to go bankrupt. And I was sleeping in my car. All that stuff happened. Sleeping in my car, eating out of friends' refrigerator, sleeping on people's couches. I went and worked on an oil rig. I was serving tables, all after making $1 million, doing real estate. That I went through all that, right? And think about what was going on in my mind during all that. I've been through all this. And I said, it's okay if you have to go get a job, but that's what you have to do. Take care of yourself. You're going to come back bigger and better and stronger from it, just like I did. Nothing wrong with that if it's what you got to do. And that's why I keep doing what I'm doing, right? The mission from day one was to reduce the failure rate in the real estate industry, one agent at a time, right? You guys send me DMs and emails and all that stuff. And that's what means the world to me and keeps me going. So keep those coming. All right. We've helped thousands of agents double, triple their sales volume. This 30-day listing challenge, you know, I have a girl that got 44 listings in the last 60 days. 44. Another guy got 27 listings in the last 60 days since we started doing the challenge. So what we have here, this process, this method, this strategy that we put together, it's like, number one, it works. Number two, it's a one size fits all. If you're extroverted, if you don't like cold calls, it doesn't matter. Every single person can do this challenge. And that's what's exciting about it. We finally have hit something that everybody can do to get results and massive results. So let's take a second here. Okay. And I want you to fill in the blanks. All right. Why are you in this business? I'm going to kind of fill out like my thoughts from when I was a new agent. This was literally what was on my mind at the time of being a new agent, to make millions and then turn around and help other people. That was my game plan since I was 10 years old. Did I know it was going to be real estate? No, at 10 years old. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to do when I left high school. But I stayed true to what I wanted to do in life, which was make millions and turn around and help others. Where do I see myself in 3 to 5 years? Let's see. Let me turn on the comments so I can see what you guys are saying here. Let's see. Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. Okay, so I'm just kind of following along in your comments and stuff. If you guys want to put in the comments, like, why are you in the business? You know, put in the comments, where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years? I'd love to see what you guys are thinking on this. I'm going to work through this and just to show you guys affirmations. And the next one is our budget and our profit goal for the year. Okay. So we're getting there. But looking at why you're in the business, where you see yourself in 3 to 5 years, your short, your long-term goals, that is important. We're so busy. We don't have time to think about this stuff a lot of times. You know, we're so busy. We're doing our thing. It's so important once a year to sit down and actually write this down and look at it. And a lot of us only have time to do this, you know, once a year when we're doing our 2024 business planning, 2025 business planning, whatever it is. Doris, I see your comment. Go to the Goldbar platform, joinricky.com, just create an account and then go to the business planning and you can download it right there as a PDF. Okay, so where do I see myself in 3 to 5 years from now? Let's see. I'm gonna say, and this is, I'm thinking about myself when let me think about myself when I was coming back in the business in 2008. Where do I see myself in 3 to 5 years from now? Number one agent in my market with 10 million worth of rental properties. Cool. Short-term goals. So this would be like what you want to accomplish over the next 12 months. All right. Let's see. Back then, when I got back in, I would have been happy with $300,000. 300 biggins. All right. Long-term goals. To have a more residual business using the weekly email and a $20 million real estate portfolio. Okay. Whatever it is. Let's see. Georgia says, so you're charging now, just to be clear. You are right, Georgia. I am charging now. Absolutely. And it's $99 a month. So what's the point of it? Because I want to talk to the serious people that really want to get stuff done, and it's $100 a month. So we're going to have people like we'll have the whole group, and I guarantee you we'll get the group to where we're picking up 500, 600 listings a month with the group in there, because we're going to be pushing each other, and this is a challenge. We got a leaderboard, and we're in it together, and we're going to create a real community long term. And I want to talk to the people that are serious about doing that. You know, when I do all these Zoom calls with 1,000 agents for free, 1% of those people probably go off and do what I'm talking about. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to talk to people who are serious about getting to the next level, because that's the language I speak. Next level. You know, I'm very blunt. You guys know that. I'm very to the point. I'm going to tell you like it is. And I want to tell people like it is that are serious, that appreciate me telling it like it is. And it's $99 a month. So I don't think that's crazy. Yeah, I could go on and on about that, but a lot of reasons I'm doing that. But yeah. Now, let's see. All right, 0 to diamond affirmations. These have not changed. I didn't touch these at all. All right. I'm going to go through them. Closings happen every day of your life forever, regardless of market conditions. That is reign true. You can go back through any time in history that you want to, and you'll never find a day where there were no closings. Period. End of story. So you have to look at that and realize, guys, this is the cornerstone right here of the whole thing. That's the one consistent thing about what we're doing. And I'll tell you, it's the most consistent thing on earth. It's more consistent than a job. You know, you can get fired tomorrow from your 9 to 5, but you cannot get fired from an industry where you're an independent contractor, where closings happen every single day, no matter what. You can't get fired from that. The only way that you lose is if you quit, because you didn't have what it takes to hang in there and, you know, try new things and get out of your comfort zone and figure it out. Figure out what works best for you. That's why most people quit, because they don't figure out what works best for them and go all in on it. They just kind of like, you know, dabble in this, dabble in that. It doesn't work in a week, and they move around. Figure out what works best for you and go all in. I'm only talking to the top 1%, guys, right now. Business is 100% unlimited forever. You can't do every single deal out there in the market. If you could, then, you know, one of these entities that want, I mean, if somebody could do all the deals, don't you think that Zillow or, you know, Open Door or Redfin or one of these companies would be just doing all the deals and we would just be out of a job? Don't you think that would happen? Yeah, it's unlimited forever. And not only that, those companies have such a small percentage of the market. It's not even funny. You guys are worried about other agents in your market. There's no competition, man. That's the next one. Competition doesn't exist. You want to come steal a listing from me? Go ahead. If that person is going to go use another agent and not be loyal to me, that's fine. I'm gonna have loyal people. I'm gonna have people that are loyal to me. I'm gonna have that core group. Then I'm gonna have another group in my database that are not loyal to me, that might use me, might use the, might come back, might whatever. And then I'm gonna have a bigger group of people in my database that never use me. They have another agent. They don't like me, whatever. But I'm gonna have a core group that will never use anyone else, because once they do a deal with me, that experience with me, like, really fit with them. They're never gonna risk doing a deal with someone else to give up and risk that experience. You can't lose in real estate. You can't. I don't know if you guys realize what I'm saying here, but closings happen every single day. Competition doesn't exist. It's unlimited business forever. So you tell me, how do you lose in this business? All right. The only way you lose is if you give up. Period. End of story. There's no other way to lose unless you just lose. That's it. Other than that, you don't lose because of the market, because closings happen every single day. So just because you hadn't figured out how to close deals that are happening every day all around you doesn't mean that the business that something wrong with the industry. It's something wrong with you. You can't control the results, only focus on the actions. Thing about that one is like, it's, for example, you do phone calls. You know, I want to have so many conversations a day. Why? You can't control people that answer the phone, how many people are going to answer, what they're going to say, how long they're going to talk. You can't control that. You can only control, hey, I'm going to make calls this many hours. Whatever happens in those hours is whatever happens. You may run into people that want to talk for 30 minutes. You may run into 3 people that want to talk for 45 minutes apiece. Or get off the phone with them quick. No, I'm not, because of one of these other affirmations right here. The more time I waste on people, the more money I make. So the more time I waste on people, another way to say that's the more time I invest in people. I say waste so you can relate to it when you're thinking you're wasting time showing buyers that may not be interested, or going to a listing appointment where you don't think the seller really wants to sell or isn't motivated. Give me a listing appointment with unmotivated sellers all day long, because guess what? They decided to sell the next day and I'm their guy. They decided to sell in a year and I'm their guy. You let me do that for 3, 4, I'll go talk to unmotivated sellers and not talk to no motivated sellers and build $1 million business. Why? Because they become motivated at some point. I don't care. Let me invest time into people and let me show you what I can do. Outwork every agent in your market every day, which means talk to more people than everybody else. And losing deals gives you future time back. You lose a listing. And now you don't have to spend all the time you were going to spend on that listing anymore. Do you realize that? You're crying about a listing you lost when I'm saying, wait a minute, you just got God's gift of more time, more future time. It's in the future. Now you can utilize that time to go get 5 more deals. You can take that same time and initiate 5 more deals in the time that you would have spent to solidify that listing. Do you realize that? And this goes back to, like, you can't lose in real estate. You can't lose, because even when you lose, you win. I'm trying to get through to you guys, especially if this is your first time hearing what I'm saying. All right. And this is one of the most important ones. You always put relationships over transactions every time. Until I got this, I not only sucked as an agent, but I was never building a career. I was only a sales guy going from sale to sale. I was not building a business. I was not building a career. I want you guys to build a career. Not 2024 is important. Okay. Yes. But you've already planted the seeds for 2024 this year, last year. And you probably can plant some more seeds for 2024. I'm not saying you can't, you will. We're going to do that all December on the 30-day listing challenge. But what I'm saying is that I'm way more interested in what the outlook of your career based on the number of relationships and how deep these relationships are. That's what's far more interesting to me, because I can actually look at that situation and say, I know where you're going to be in 5-10 years. Versus if you're just selling, now you're susceptible to market fluctuations. Now you're susceptible to different things in the market. The way I was, see, that's why I lost everything. I was a salesperson. I was not trying to build relationships. That's why I lost everything. And when I had to learn that lesson, when I came back, guess what? Then I built a career. Then I got to 100 deals. I did 100 deals for 8 years in a row. Number 1 RE/MAX agent, number 1 in my market, blah, blah, blah. But it's because I focused on relationships, lifelong relationships over transactions. You know how many sellers I told not to sell? Like, based on their situation, I'm like, let's just give it some time. Instead of trying to get them to sign and get the deal done, I was listening to what they had going on in their life. And I said, let's just hold off and we'll come back. And guess what? Those people held off. They came back. They sold it for more money than we were going to list it for. And at the listing appointment, when I told them not to sell, they were like, oh my God, I've never had an agent tell me not to sell. But you got to realize, guys, I'm not focused on the deal. I'm listening to my prospect and trying to understand what they're trying to do and how I can help them, regardless of what I'm going to make out of it. And this, by the way, guys, this, by the way, is, how can I say this? This is like, let me get another listing real quick. I'm out of listings. Switching over to Coke Zero, man. You guys do Coke Zero? Coke Zero is fire. All right, I don't know where I was. I'm going to dive back in here. I was kind of getting on my soapbox anyway. Okay, so let's go to the your net profit for the year. What do you want to make next year profit-wise? All right, let's go with where I wanted to be. Let's say I want to net 300. I want to net 300. I want to net 300. Okay. I don't want to make 300 gross. I want to net 300 before taxes. Okay. Let me move this so I can see what you guys got going on. See if you guys. Oh, I know. Look, Susan, you don't have to tell me. Like, I knew everybody's going to be like, oh, he's charging $100. The reason I'm charging so I don't have to talk to the people that complain about paying $100. Like, I want to deal with serious people. All right. Now, let's think about this. 300,000. This is my net. Let's go down to the brokerage split. So your broker split is whatever. You know, I don't know what your broker split is. You know, my broker split, I'm going to do 16K. That's what I'm going to pay per year. All right. REDX. Now, look, REDX has, get this. REDX did the, I put in the description. Let me pull this up. Their Cyber Monday deal. I talked them into letting you guys have that still. Let me do this. All right, here's the number. Where's the number? Here it is. So, but you can't get it online. You can get the bundle that they were doing for Cyber Monday, but you cannot get it online. You have to call them. There's no link or anything. You have to call them and say, hey, let me get Ricky Bundle. So you have to call 800-731-7339. I put that in the description as well. You guys can still get that bundle that they were doing for Cyber Monday. Okay, I talked them into letting you guys keep that. So when you do that bundle, all right, that's 300, so that's 36. So there's a question here. Let's see. Are you going to be showing a REDX systems? Yes. Yes. Actually, it's already in there. In the Goldbar system, in the 30-day listing challenge, there's a video that goes through how to pull the data, how to export it, how to put it on a spreadsheet so that you can do all the stuff that we're telling you to do in there. So, Noel, go to joinricky.com, the link there, create a profile and go to business planning, and you can download the workbook right there. Okay. All right, let's continue here. So that marketing. So let's say you spend 20,000 marketing. Okay. And then admin. So everybody has kind of a different I see you guys asking for the REDX number. If you go in the description of the video, this live video right now, if you just go in the description, I've got the number right there. Or you can just Google REDX's phone number or whatever. Just tell them you want the Ricky deal. So with admin, some people do transaction coordinators for this, where it's like $300 a transaction. So guys, I'm just putting in here like examples. I hope you know. You're going to fill this out of what your brokerage split. If you get REDX, your marketing, your admin. Now left a couple of blank ones here you can add, like licensing and whatever, video editing, whatever you want. Okay. I have a personal assistant. She makes quite a bit, but I'm just going to say, let's see, right here, I was probably, let's see, let's just say 40K. I'm just throwing a number out there. It's kind of in the middle. All right. All right. So let's add all this up. Let's see what my expenses are going to be, because we got to know our expenses before we can move over to the next sheet to figure out how many transactions we got to do to get to our goal. So we got 16,000 plus 3,600 plus 20,000 plus 40,000. Okay, that's 79,600. All right. I like this question, so I'm going to go ahead and answer this. You got my attention with that. How many deals were you at when I got my first assistant? So what the deal was when I got my first assistant was that I was at 30 active listings. 30 active listings is when I got my first assistant. The reason I got my first assistant is because with 30 active listings, I had so many agents reaching out to show my listings, and that was a lot. I was literally doing that full time. And so I was like going crazy because I couldn't build my business. I couldn't prospect because I was setting up showings and they were just coming in. So I hired my first assistant to take that over immediately. And then I taught her how to do the transaction coordination. Then I taught her how to put stuff in MLS. Then I taught her how to set up showings for me when I would show properties, so on and so forth. So what you've got is what you have is when you build your business up to the certain point where you need an assistant, you're going to have a bottleneck in your business that is kind of holding you back from continuing to grow. Okay. And so that's what you're going to have them do. And I don't know what that's going to be for you. Let's see. My wife, she said, almost showtime, thinking that I'm going to start this in 20 minutes. I was like, I've been on for 43 minutes now. Okay. Yeah, man, that was a good question. Thank you for that. All right. So we know what we want to net. We know what our expenses are. Okay. So let's see. So we're going to bring our profit down. So we got the 300K. That's what we want. Oh, I'm sorry. Guys can't see it. There we go. All right. So we're going to bring our profit down. All right. So, and then our budgeted expenses, that's going to be the 79.6. Average commission rate, let's just put 2.5, even though, whatever it is in your market. If it's 3, that's great. If it's 2, that's great. So, Mark, with admin, it's going to be if you have a transaction coordinator, if you have a full-time assistant, the admin stuff. All right, the average price. Like right here, it's like $450. It's like the average price point, okay? You're going to put all your stuff here, obviously. Okay, so you got all the information here you need to try to figure out how many transactions you're going to have to hit to get to your goal. So we bring the desired profit down again, 300. The budgeted expenses, all right, 79.6. Okay, so that's going to give us the total revenue needed. So that's going to be 379,600. Okay. So we're going to bring that down. The 379.6. We're going to divide that by the commission rate, which is actually 0.025. So we're going to divide, let's see. So I'm going to take the 379.6. I'm going to divide by 0.025. Okay, that's going to tell me the volume I need. The volume I need is $15,184,000. That's the volume I need to close to hit my goal, 15 million. Remember, I want a net 300. My expenses are about 80 grand. Okay. Closed volume needed. We're going to bring that down. That's going to be the 15,184 right there. We're going to divide that by the average sales price of 450. And this is going to tell me how many transactions I need. Divided by the 450. Okay, that's going to be 34 deals. So for me and my market to hit my goal of 300 net, okay, with 80 expenses, 2.5, 450 an average price, I got to do 34 transactions. Okay. Now, I want to focus this 34 transactions. Now, some of you guys may be buyer's agents and all that stuff. Okay. And if so, that's fine. Do what you do. Okay. For the purposes of this, I'm focused on listings and I want these 34 deals to be listings. If I get a buyer, that's a bonus. Okay. So I'm going to focus everything on how many listings I need to get. So we need 34. So you're going to close about 80% of the listings you take. Okay. So let's run the numbers here. 34 listings divided by 0.8. So that means we need to take, I see what you're saying, Alex. That's 3 listings per month, but that's closed 3 listings. You're going to close about 80% of the listings you take. People change their mind. People, people decide not to sell, whatever. Mark, I know I need to add taxes for aligning my expenses, but we're looking for pre-tax, what your pre-tax net is. Everybody has different tax situations. You have state taxes, you have this, that, the other. And I left there 2 blanks in there. So if you want to add taxes as one of the blanks and figure in for your state and federal and all that, go for it. All right, so let's run through this one more time. 300 net, broker split, your marketing, your REDX, your admin, total yearly expenses. We bring all that here. We add the total net, the 79,000, 2.5% commission average in my market. See what your average is. 450 average sales price. Put your market stuff there. Right. Then I'm going to go right through all of this to understand how many transactions I need to hit, aka listings. Somebody said, why wouldn't I consider the company split in there? It's right here. Brokerage split. First one. Numero uno. So if I close 80% of the listings I take because the other 20% decided not to sell or something happened or they whatever, I need to take 43 listings next year. Okay. Now I'm going to close, let's just say I close 50% of the listing appointments I go on. Okay. That means I need to go on 86 listing appointments. Okay. To be able to list 43 properties. Okay, 86. Let's see. I'm going to and I'm going to go on about 70% of the listing appointments that I go on. Let's see. 86. So that I set. I'm going to go on about 70% of the listing appointments I set because people are going to set appointments with me and then they're going to ghost me or they're going to, they're going to, decide not to or whatever it is. So and this is for the year, by the way, right? I'll put it right here. This is for 12 months. Okay. I'm not talking about for, all right. 43 listings taken, 86 appointments that you go on, which means you need to set about 122 if you go on 70% of the appointments that you set. Okay. you're going to set out of the leads. Leads are people that said that they're interested in selling and interviewing you. So you're going to set about a fourth. So let's go here, 122. Okay, so you need about 488 leads. Right? Which is going to be about if you're calling expireds and for sell by owners, and you're dealing with the 30 listing challenge and the things, the 30-day listing challenge, the things that we're teaching you in there, then about a third of these contacts, because we're dealing with warm leads. So that's 1,464 contacts. Okay, that you need 1,400 contacts. And then we know on average, we talk to 10% of the people that we reach out to when we're doing cold calls. So we'll just go by that number. So we're going to have to make 14,640 calls. All right. So it sounds like some of you guys are confused with this. So if I make 14,640 calls, okay, I'm going to talk to 1,400 people. Okay. I'm going to talk to 1,400 because I'm going to talk to 10% of the phone calls I make. All right. Out of the 1,400, right, about a third of those are going to be interested in possibly selling. Okay. And then about 25% of those, I'm going to set appointments with. Okay. 70% of those, I'll actually get to the appointment before they cancel it or whatever. And then I'm going to list 50% of those. I'm going to list 43 properties, and I'm going to sell 80% of those listings for my number of 34 to hit my goal. I hope that is clear. Now, let's break it down monthly, weekly, daily. Okay. So we got 14,640 calls we got to make. Let's divide that by 12. So monthly, this is calls we need to make. We got 1,220 calls we need to make per month. Okay. Divide that by 4. So weekly calls, 305 calls I need to make per week. Divide that by 5. I got 61 calls I need to make per day. So if I make 61 calls a day, 5 days a week, I'm going to hit my goal. If I can cram the 300 calls I need to make per week into 2 days, great. Long as I'm making 300 calls a week, I'm good. Because I'm going to get this many leads. I'm going to set this many appointments. I'm going to get this many listings. It's just math. This is not hard, but you have to do it every week, every week, every week, every week. Okay. Did I just make up the listing number? What do you mean, Suzanne? I don't know which listing number you're talking about. With calls made, it's not people that you talk to, that you speak with. The 1,464 are the number of people you spoke with. Oh, the 43. So 43. So I'm going to sell 80% of the listings that I take, because 20% of listings are going to back out or listed and then something happens, right? Or they're overpriced and they expire, whatever. So if I'm going to close 80% of the listings I take, and I want to close 34 listings, I got to take 43 listings to get there. I hope that makes sense. Okay, just let me know if you guys have questions in the comments. I'm watching the comments. Now, let's And again, guys, Monday at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, I'll be in the silver group doing our weekly call, going through whatever and going through the 30-day listing chat. We're doing this. All right. So we're going to put together our day right here, okay? This is our daily schedule. Can't put our day together until we know our activities. So, Lockett Real Estate is 61 calls a day. It's not contacts. It's 61. This is daily calls. This is calls, guys. So if you talk to 10%, and you make 60 calls, you're going to talk to 6 people. Okay? You're going to talk to six people per day. Okay? All right. Now, read this. I want you to understand this part. Your top 2 lead gen activities that work best for you, and a third one on the side. I don't want you to do, 8 different things. I want you to focus on 2 things and a third one you do on the side. For me, mine first one would be expireds. Why? Because they're what's going on here? They're easy. I can go back, 2 to 18 month old expireds are gold. I love them. Love them. Easy, cheap, good leads. All right. My second one is going to be targeted circle prospecting. Okay. Targeted, because I'm calling with intention. You've got to call with intention in today's market. These people are sitting on 4% interest rates, 5% interest rates. You've got to call them with a situation. You got a buyer, you call people that own homes that they might want to buy. That's a situation. I've got somebody who's really looking for something just like what you have. Calling absentee owners, calling people that don't live in the property you're calling about. Hey, I see you have this house. I see it's a second home. I've got somebody that would be interested in that. That's a hot lead. To me, that's a hot lead, because you can still sell those for a good dollar. And if you've got somebody interested, you're calling with a situation. I want you guys to call with situations when you're circle prospecting. And a third one that I kind of dabble with, I would make a whole career out of this right here. Expires and targeted circle prospecting. But I'm going to go with for sale by owners. Okay. Maybe yours is networking events. Maybe yours is door knocking. Maybe yours is pre-foreclosures. Maybe yours is whatever, social media. Maybe yours is DMing people. Maybe yours is, I don't know. Okay. But I want you to map out the two lead gen activities that work best for you, right? Throw everything else away, guys. Let's go all in. You got to go all in 2024, and it starts today. Okay, now your top 3 marketing activities. For me, weekly email. I'm going to do letters. And I'm going to do social media. Making videos every day. Every day I'm going to make a video. Yes, cancel, withdrawns, expired. It's all the same stuff. Yeah, Jordan, right now you got to call with a situation. You can't just call and say, hey, is there anything you can do to help you? They ain't doing nothing. They're sitting on 4% interest rates. You got to call with intention in today's market. So now we know what our top 2 lead gen activities are. Third one we do on the side. We know what our top 3 marketing activities are. And again, this is just mine. You write yours in there. Now we can map out our day. All right, let's map out our day. 6 o'clock, you know where I'm going to be. I'm going to be at the gym every day. 6 o'clock on the money at the gym. Meet my dad there. Coke Zero. Little pre-workout. Let's get it. I'm going to be at the gym. 8 o'clock. And look, like right here, family time. Because that's what I do. I spend time with the family when I get home from the gym. About 7:30, I'm hanging out with the fam. All right. 8 o'clock, office. All right. I'm going to schedule my day. Map out everything. Check MLS hot sheet. The check in the MLS hot sheet, guys, is so important to do every single day. Okay. 8:30. I am preparing to make calls. I am looking up who I'm calling, why I'm calling, the numbers, everything. I'm preparing to make calls. Okay. Then before I actually make cold calls, 9 o'clock, I want to do my follow-up. People that I've been working with yesterday, last week, things I need to follow up on and make sure I'm good. The follow-up calls gives me a like warm up to the cold calls, right? I'm calling, people that I've been talking to, it's good vibes. Now I'm going to jump right into my cold calls, right? And so cold/warm. I don't think there's a such thing, guys, by the way, as cold calls. Everything is a warm call. Like, these are your neighbors. I'm going to do that all the way till 12. Right? End call session. Okay. In my call session. So from 9 to 12, I'm on the phone or I ain't selling nothing. 12 o'clock, I'm at lunch. When I get back, I'm going to do my handwritten letters. I'm going to make my videos. I'm going to do my weekly email. All other marketing activities. Okay. I'm going to do that. From 3 on, appointments. Right? And then somewhere around 5 or 6, personal. Family time. Okay, this just gives you guys an idea of what I would do. This would be my schedule if I were you. Guys, do whatever you want to do. All right. Cool. Now the end game. All right. I imagine your goal is not to list and sell real estate until the day you die. Okay. You might think it is. I definitely thought it was. When I was selling, you guys know how much I love to sell. Dude, I was like so happy just to get in there, make calls, get listings, go on listing appointments, do deals. Like I was in it. What's going on? There we go. And you might think it is, but I promise you, there will come a day when you're cringing every time you look down at your phone and find one of your clients calling. Most agents don't plan past making $1 million or becoming number one. Let me see. I know I didn't. All right, so let me lay this out for you. If you give me 5 hard years of following my lead, making your calls, doing your thing, you'll never have to prospect, to make another cold call a day in your life. Why? Because you're going to build a database so big, and you're doing the weekly email. You got so many deals coming in. You don't have to worry about where deals are coming from anymore. This is what happened to me. So this is what I want for you guys. Like 5 hard years. Love what you're doing. Build it up. Build the database. Get to where you've got this beautiful business and you're not even prospecting anymore. You've just got this huge book of so many relationships. People are just dying to do business with you. I want you to get there where you have more of a residual business, right? And then buy some rental properties. Buy some rental properties. And we can even buy some properties together. Like I'm getting into that, right? But remember, you're building a career. Let me highlight that. You're building a career, not just another great year. All right. Whatever you do, don't quit. Somebody said to see the schedule again, I think. Here's the schedule: gym, family time, office, calls 9 to 12, marketing stuff, appointments, personal time. Let's go. All right. Next steps. Join the new Zero to Diamond Goldbar community. Join Ricky.com. You got the link. Introduce yourself to everyone right there. Find all the free resources, scripts, weekly email templates, business planning. And then you can become a silver member. Join the 30-day listing challenge. I showed you all this stuff, the 8-step training program, weekly calls with me, listing presentations, ask questions, post your progress. We're going to have a leaderboard every month, and we're going on vacation together. Everybody that's in this part, the silver membership, every year, right? And you can also DM me on the Goldbar platform. You can message me on the Goldbar platform if you have any questions about any of this stuff. All right, I'm going to hang out for just a sec to answer any questions rolling in, and then I'm going to let you guys get back to your day. Yeah, man, word of mouth business. Absolutely, man. Business plan template is trying to download. Is that on Goldbar? Is that on the new platform? You should be able to just download it right there. The 3 marketing activities or whatever you want them to be, Karina. So like mine is like weekly email, what I put, weekly email, letters, and social media, making videos every day. You having an error on creating a Goldbar account? Okay. So Osman, I'm not getting rid of the Zero to Diamond website, but it's going to link back to this. I'm creating a landing page, and the zero to diamond.com will just go straight to the landing page where it has them create the free account on the new platform. But yeah, the website as you know it is gone. Indiana. It includes a dialer, the bundle. I don't know if it's the triple or the single or what. The New York event. Sure, I can talk about that real quick. Man, is it going to be something? Right here. Boom. So if you go to goldbarlive.com, I'll put a link in the description, but goldbarlive.com. And it's going to be really something. It's right on Times Square. Literally, you walk right off Times Square. And it's going to be myself, Ryan Serhant, another celebrity agent just as big as Ryan. We'll be announcing the next speaker in 7 days, next week. We've all got me, we've got Juan, we've got Veronica, myself. It's a beautiful venue. It's right on Times Square. They did the Grammys and stuff there, I'm pretty sure. It's one of those type of venues. So we're making Goldbar the thing. It's going to be the biggest real estate community out there, period. It's going to be full of people that are serious about building their business together and healthy competition and getting together at these events down in the Caribbean. I want to spend time with you guys. I want to continue to develop the relationship with you, with people that are dead serious. And yeah, I've been doing the free coaching for 7 years and it's been great. But honestly, 1% of the people that I coach do what I'm saying. Why? Because it's free. And so everybody can come in. I want to talk to serious people that really want to build their business. That's it. So we're going to build a community of serious people. And so I'm excited. Next month, we are going to, I don't know how many listings we're going to get as a group with the silver members, but we're going to be tracking it and I'll be posting it. It's going to be exciting because December is the month that you build your inventory to explode when the market rebounds in January. And you better get ready for an amazing January, a really hard-hitting rebound. So Happy Lobster, that's a good question. Let me go back in here. I'll show you this. So if I'm here, let me log out as myself. I'll show you how to sign up. You just click on any of the silver member stuff. So here I'm a non-paying member. I can just go down here. Let's see. Oh, you're not seeing that. Hold on one second. Let me stop that. Let me present. Share screen. Let me go here. Bam. Okay. So I'm right here. If you go down to the silver members area, if you just click on like 30-day listing, like it pops up, unlock silver membership, and then you can hit subscribe right there, and then boom, it tells you what you get. You can actually get a 25% discount if you get a year. It's $8.99 for a year or $99 a month. You just do it right there, and you immediately get access. Yeah, and you should get it should be a little pop-up as soon as you become a member that kind of gives you the button to become a silver member. All right. No, Josh Flagg is not on the New York venue. I said somebody just as big as Ryan, okay? All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so is it Joela? Whatever you guys want to talk about in those silver member calls. I'm going to be there every week. So if we want to talk about how to do videos, social media, we're going to be focused on the 30-day listing challenge and have the leaderboard and all that stuff. But like whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm going to be there to help you with whatever. So if you want to talk about social media and videos or whatever. Jordan, it's me. I'm the coach of the silver program. And we'll have speakers come in. Let's see. What about the free versus paid coaching debate I do with Bam? What about it, Lane? Bronze membership is just a free membership. You're just on there. You can DM people. You can post. You can get the free scripts, free templates, free business planning, all that stuff. Appointment set number. I took 25% of the leads I got. A lead is considered somebody that said that they want to sell and they're thinking strongly about selling. That's a lead. All right, cool. Guys. Oh, Lane, yeah. Debated why free coaching is better than paid coaching. Absolutely, man. Well, what's your question about it? What about it? Lock it. No, they're not. But they get more. They get more than what's on Goldbar. Denise, yes, me and Juan are partners on Goldbar. It's his program, our program, whatever. All right. Hey, let's get it, guys. 2024. My goodness, I'm gonna get some Coke Zero. Like I need any more caffeine in me. And I'm gonna take it to the house. You guys DM me on Instagram, DM me on the Gold Bar platform. Actually, just send me a message there if you need anything whatsoever. I'm looking forward to seeing all the silver members Monday, 4 p.m. Central, and let's get some listings in December. Let's hit 2024 right in the mouth. And by the way, for you guys watching, 600 people still here. I don't know if you guys saw that video I put out in 2019. 2019, I put out a video November 2019, and I said 2024 is going to be my year. What I really should have said is 2024 is going to be our year. But 2024, I was talking about 2024 and 2019 in December. That's how passionate I am about 2024. So anyway, I hope you guys are ready for this. I know I am. It's going to be an exciting year, and I hope you're fired up. Talk to you guys soon. Love you so much.